make a very simple Christmas card. I've had a lot of comments lately on how beautiful the Christmas cards are, and that they must take a lot of time and preparation, when actually it really doesn't take all that long. So I'm going to start with a very basic card, and then we're going to add layers and create something that's a little bit more detailed. So that's what I want to share with you today. The stamp set we're going to be using today is Father Christmas, and we're going to be using this big image up here called Christmas Greetings. So I'm going to start by setting this stuff off to the side. Okay, and this is our first card. This one is very basic, and then we're going to build on top of it. So to make that card, you're going to need a piece of cardstock that's going to measure 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now you can get the 8 1/2 by 11, okay, and put it on your trimmer, portrait size, cut it in half, and this is going to measure 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. And then all you do is just fold it in half, like this, and then take a bone folder, seal it down, and then there is your card base. Okay, so the next thing I have is a piece of pattern paper, which is measured by 4 by 5 1/4, and it looks like this. Okay, and pattern paper is actually on both sides, so you can either use the red and we're going to use this side. I'm going to set that aside. So you're going to grab your adhesive, and we're going to go ahead and attach it to our card. Okay, and then I already have a stamped image. I went ahead and stamped the Christmas greeting, but I want to show you how to do that now. I'm going to open up. Oh, nope, I already got it set up. You're going to take your stamped image, and we're going to just take a scrap of cardstock, and I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to try and use the best side. And then I'm using Real Red ink. And I'm just going to go ahead, and I'm sorry if the table shakes. Like so. I'm going to put this in the center. And then I'm going to just stamp the top. Like that. Okay. Now I'm going to get out my trimmer, and I want to trim this down to 2 1/4 by 3 7/8. So there's 2 1/4. Look at that. And this is just scrap, so we'll set it off to the side. And then what I'm going to do, I said 3 7/8, but I just want to kind of level up the ends. So if you can see this line here, that's actually 1/4 inch. Maybe a little bit more than 1/4 inch. So we can do that again. There we go. So that's what it looks like. Okay, let me guess, that was all off camera, wasn't it? So there's our stamped greeting. I'm going to set this aside. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is add adhesive to the back of this. Take our card and just place it in the middle. Simply like that. Oh, I smudged it. So this is actually a very basic Christmas card. Now, the fun part is getting to layer and design and go from there. So the next card I want to show you is this basic design, but we're going to add something to it. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm actually going to use red. Just kind of variety. So same measurements, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Fold it in half. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to grab another piece of Designer Series paper, which actually this was, looks like, and on the back of it's green, but we have snowflakes. And we're going to go ahead and attach this down to it. Okay. And then again, now we're going to do just a little bit of layering. So I've got a piece of Real Red cardstock that measures 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my stamped image that I've already pre-stamped, and we're just going to attach that image to the Real Red cardstock like so. And then we will just attach this to the card. Now, see how that just kind of gives it a little bit more bling, and it's not hard to do. And you can do this with any colors and any images. Okay. Now we're going to go one more step. Okay. And we're going to add a little bit of this to it. Okay. This is called Baker's Twine, and it comes in many different colors, many different shades. And we're going to do the basics again. I'm going to get a piece of Real Red cardstock, same measurements, fold it in half like so. Okay, set it off to the side. Get a piece of pattern paper. Okay, I did not cut that one right. Just a second. I'm just going to go ahead and trim that down a little bit. There we go. That was easy enough. So, I'm going to go ahead and take my pattern paper and put it to, whoopsie, put it to the, make it go on the card if my fingers quit sticking. Okay, so again, basic, simple principle. Now, we're going to take Baker's Twine, and there's a trick to this. I'm getting out a different adhesive called glue dots, and the glue dots are just this. They're tiny, tiny dots. I don't know if you can see that or not, but they're just tiny, transparent dots. They're easiest to apply if you have something like a pointed edge that you can lift them off with. And I am going to open the card, okay, and on the top where this is, flip it over, I'm going to put 2 glue dots down. This is going to help keep my Baker's Twine from moving, adjusting until I get it to where I want. So I'm going to take some Baker's Twine, and I really don't know how much. And actually, I'm going to put one more in the center because I want to tie it in the back. You could tie it under the front. I guess it doesn't matter. But this really just helps keep the Baker's Twine in line. And I'm just going to start here. Okay, I'm going to press my Baker's Twine down on the dots. And then I'm going to wrap it about 3 times. So there's 1, 2, there's not really a technique to this, 3. Okay, coming around to the back of the card. Okay. And I'm going to take 1 more glue dot. And I'm just going to kind of put it right beside where I had it before. And I'm going to just do that. Then I'm going to take my craft scissors. Just snip it off. Now, you can, maybe I did not. Nope, we'll just do that way. Okay. It'd be better if you left them a little longer and tied the ends together. It would hold better, I think. But on the front, we go back to doing what we've done just a little bit ago. Okay, so we got our piece of cardstock. Then we're going to go ahead and take one of our stamped Christmas images. And we're going to attach it onto here. Now we're going to use a different adhesive. These are called dimensionals. Because when you set this directly down, it just, to me, it feels kind of lumpy. So I'm going to flip this over, and dimensionals are a foam adhesive. So it pops the image or the cardstock off the page. I'm just going to put one in each corner. And then peel off the backing. Like so. And then just put it over your cardstock. Okay, and there is your third Christmas card. Okay, we're going to set that one off to the side. And now let's do the last one. Okay, again, same measurements. We're going to fold our base in half. Okay, press it down with our bone folder. Flip it over. Use our last piece of pattern paper. Put it on like that. I'm going to go ahead and put our stamped image. And we're going to add a little bit of bling to this one. Okay. Okay, so we're going to set that aside because we're going to put our baker's twine on. So I'm going to just unravel some baker's twine. We're going to flip our card over. We are going to get our glue dots. So we're going to do one. Oh, got one stuck to my thumb. Two. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this around 3 times. Kind of getting on the glue dots. 2, 3. And we'll go ahead and cut that. And then put that in the middle. And then you can kind of adjust this how you want to slide it. Come on. There we go. Okay. And then, before we finish it off, we're going to go ahead and put our dimensionals on. 1, 2. Okay, go ahead and take the backing off. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and kind of center this on the card. And then I'm going to get, these are rhinestones. And I'm just going to take a couple rhinestones. Again, it helps if you have something kind of pointy. I'm just going to put one in the corner. Put 2 in each corner, 1 in each corner. Like that. There we go. And so that's basically it. That is exactly how you can make very simple Christmas cards. And I have 8. So there you go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some ideas on starting on stamping. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So thanks for watching and have a great day.